There's the Charizla.
Charizla. And usually what you pick up for AP Bren is FAMs or glue, like I said. And then they're going to be looking for another tank, perhaps, for Ogwen. So that they can supplement this Joy. Or something with the wave clear. Maybe they put the Angela on the roam roll and maybe pick up a Lilia, actually.
I feel like if they went that way, I mean, you're really relying on, obviously, the shielding, the heals that you get, sustainability. I would like to see them go a little more on the durability route, like you talked about. Charizla's going to be picked up here on the other side. So for AP Bren, what are you thinking?
Faramis, maybe? Actually, it's still open. Faramis glue?
Faramis glue.
Yeah, or Faramis stamps.
Well, you got the glue, but you get the ruby. I like this, though, because, again, I feel like they needed some of that kind of extra durability on this lineup. If you know, you can't completely rely on those heals or that shielding from Angela. You have that, and now this can help you kind of pair things up really well with set potential, but I still feel like Onic Philippines, given the 4 first picks that they have right now as we wait for the 5th, I'm liking the lineup they have.
Yeah, it's a great combination as well. Because you were talking about earlier that there's so much dive from the first 3 picks of AP Bren, and this complements everything. You have a way to pull out the carry, you have a way to force out ultimates out of this Vixana, so the last pick could still be a change. And
a Franco.
Not expecting that.
Absolutely not. But the thing with Franco is that you have a lockdown against the Joy. It's a traditional counter, right? Back in MPL Season 11, across all of the MPL regions, they pick up.
Here as we jump in to the Land of Dawn, the superstar match of the day, the battle of streaks and the battle of the gold standards here. It's AP Bren and Onic Philippines. Let's take a look at how they're going to set up this early game rotation, because we know that's really where it's going to start here. And, you know, we can wait to kind of compare what's going on with the gold lane. Now, with this lineup and these 2 kind of junglers, who's going to be more of the aggressor here, Wolf, as we also take a look at the emblems?
Should be Fredrin. The Joy is naturally just a hero that farms. And Escalera already making it difficult for the Joy to farm. You can see some of the resets. Not literally on the map right now, but that is literally what happened in the orange buff for Calteezy.
We've seen a bit of an advantage there from the gold lane, from Kelra, and as well as for Super Marco. I think this is the matchup that they're all looking for. How will you deal? But Iron Hook connected to first blood. Few goes down, and Escalera takes the first kill.
Okay, so they're already off to a start here.
Yeah.
Onic on the board. That's good. Real quick, too, I wanted to ask, because I know this was a question even from last week. Why the support emblem here for the Fredrin? Because I know we've had a couple different instances where that is picked up, right? And so, and I don't think many do this, as the gold laners kind of battled out here, but why is that? Is that just for the regen?
Definitely about the regen. That's usually about it. And most importantly, cooldown reduction. One thing that's really underrated about the support emblem is the cooldown reduction. And I think that King Kong is going in for, he wants to maximize skill 1 and also the ultimate. Already low cooldown ultimates, but if you add compound that with some of the other CDRs, that means that you constantly just stun your opponents. And then Impure Rage works so much against when it comes to being reliable in the damage output. The early stages.
Prince, okay, he's already gonna
Eternal Guard
gets that out of there, but Turtle's now up, so that's gonna just go in the hands of Onic Philippines. They're off to a great start here against AP Bren. And, you know, with this little minor lead they have, this could set them up for a lot of success going into the mid game even. They just have to kind of control the pacing right now.
Yes.
Yeah, we were kind of questioning how will the backline be an important way to be accessed by AP Bren. But so far, the pressure in the XP lane has become a slow pattern that Onic Philippines is developing.
One thing that we haven't talked about is this is a roam Angela in a mid lane Ruby. So that's one thing that you have to take note of. Maybe we kind of missed that because usually when we see Ruby Angela, Angela is going to be position 4. But this time it's Few holding onto the Ruby. That's why he was able to take out Super Fins. And I believe that Few will be farming a little bit here as the Ruby. Don't expect this Ruby to be very tanky. Expect it to have a lot of spell vamp. And he's going to supplement the damage in the early stages for the team.
Yeah, well, as you saw there too, Ogwen, first one of the season to reach that 100 assists. He's got 102 right now, so we'll see how he plays into this Angela, and the fact that both teams have a focusing mark emblem as well could actually turn some of the tides of these early skirmishes, and then later on when we get to these more lengthier fights towards the Lord fights, that small percentage, what is it, 6% I think it is, could help in some of those initial fights.
Oh, Iron Hook connecting to one. That is Few going down. That's the second kill of Onic Philippines. Invading the jungle as well. Purple not going to be left alone. Kyle T's looking for a way to retribution. This objective, Ogwen popping on the string, connecting to one. Immobilize King Kong. Kyle TZ looking for a way to steal this. No, he did not get it. King Kong steals the purple right away. That's the taunt Kyle TZ might be trapping through. That's the penalty zone connecting to one. That's the heart guard. Will be enough. No, it won't. Gem secures the kill. FapTZ though on the mid, on to 5 behind enemy lines, right in front. Now taking all the damage. Gem, another double kill for the Onic Philippines.
Wow, Onic Philippines striking hard here against AP Bren. And the great pickoff even from Escalera. As I was just saying, the focusing mark. And when you pair that with the Iron Hook and you get that immediate burst, it helps this early in the game.
Very good -1 coming up. Look at this Escalera. Going in for Super Marco. Super Marco will be missing some of the cards up top.
That's
what a good flicker.
Bloody Hunt connecting to one. Super Marco will be trapped. Escalera, another kill for Onic.
Wow. And now you're looking at Onic just pummeling up top, denying 2 gold cards away from Super Marco. At this point, Kelra is above 900 gold over Super Marco.
A carry, 900 gold at this point in time.
Yep. As we said, this is going to be the battle of these gold laners. That's what we painted the picture here. And right now, it's Kelra. Even though he doesn't have specifically any kills on his board, he's got the 3 assists. But what matters is that he's scaling really well right now based on how this past 5.5 minutes have gone for Onic Philippines. And they're playing a huge part to it. So later on, we'll have to see if it's true, right? Can Super Marco really fit the bill for AP Bren as he had before? And even the battles for the resources, man.
Another stolen. King Kong, another purple taken away from Kyle TZ.
Yes. Really what you get from his support emblem coming out from King Kong is maximum uptime, obviously. One of the benefits of having that support emblem. Also that Impure Rage that deals significant damage in the early stages of the game. And you have to remember, the strength of the Fredrin is that all of his spells are spammable. If you think about it, like obviously with the cooldown reset as well. So that means that the extra damage that you get every time you use the Impure Rage, it's quite a lot. That's every 5 seconds that you deal adapted damage, extra adapted damage.
So let's take a look at it this way, because guys, we're not used to seeing AP Bren down by this much. I mean, it's not anything huge, 3.7K, but this is usually uncharted territory for AP Bren to be
early game, a great early game.
And so where do they find their moments of success here? Look at the attention already, by the way.
Look at the gold lane.
Look
at that gold lane. Kelra versus Super Marco. Look at the damage taking in. Look at that regen as well. Lifesteal. That's popping on the string, connecting to regen. Back Kelra, but Super Marco takes the kill.
So they trade. Super Marco gets a kill. Another turtle taken. Lockdown though.
Iron Hook and the Bloody Hunt connecting to 1. That's the Heart Guard. That's the EG connecting on to 3. That's FapTZ coming in from the back. He goes down. King Kong. Another kill for Onic Philippines. And that's just 1-1. And they're looking for a way to open the map of AP Bren. Still minions. Minions still here, but the burst coming in from Super Friends. Really good wave clear. And pressure as well.
Amazing plays coming out from AP Bren. And I'm only saying that because of the situation that they're in. Still, Onic, pretty strong. Almost taken out Kyle TZ, but the Heart Guard was there. But you have to also take note that FapTZ jumped to 5 members of Onic without having his ultimate up. So that's why he got melted.
Just got melted so quickly for glue, man. I mean, maybe he thought, there was going to be a kind of counter punch there, but right now they're struggling, and they have to continuously dodge these hooks as well from Escalera. And it's funny, too, because when you think about the way that Escalera's been playing in the previous weeks and everything else, he's been picking up those aggressive roams, like, for example, the Arlot in the roam. And this time, he's got to be a little more, I guess, calculated when you have a Franco. Again, he's only been picked up, what, one other time for the season? I believe this is the second time Franco's come come to play.
Yeah.
But in a similar fashion, when that flicker is available, Escalera is making those decisive decisions to go in.
Speaking of
and get the setup.
decisive,
There
it's the
it is.
Iron Hook, another bloody hunt, and the ultimate just bursting through two members of AP Bren. And they've been caught by surprise. Onic takes a turret as well.
Wow.
I feel like I'm just calling things, guys, and it's happening. So oh, man.
The Onic group up. This is like a RSG version of the, a faster version of the Death Ball or RSG of Max Season 9. And if you look back at all of the teams that are doing this, Onic really stands out as a great tempo team where they eventually just group up as 5 and they just ram through their opponents.
Man, and this most likely is
Whoa.
just like a Lord for them as well.
If that connected, that would have been crazy. But this Lord freely gets by King Kong. Another objective for Onic Philippines. No orange or purples left in the camp of AP Bren. We're going back for a replay.
We're taking a look at a replay at the possibility of what could have happened there. Or let's take a look at this. Okay, this is earlier on where you see that setup. As I was talking about, Escalera with that conceal gets the hook. Boom. Dead. That's the focusing mark.
Okay.
The additional damage. And now with this, Onic Philippines finding themselves in a huge lead at this point. 10 minutes in the game. They're going to get a ton of more space to work with. And possibly, I mean, with this kind of lead economically, they should be able to get one of these base turrets down as well. AP Bren, though, defense-wise, Wolf, how's it looking?
Not that good. They don't have long-range burst on the defense. It's really not good. That's all I wanted to say.
It's not pretty as that mid turret
Unless
to be worked on.
Escalera, another with the Iron Hook with the flicker. EG combo, 2-man knockup with the Eternal Guard. Now burst with the follow-up. Keller takes on Flap. Another one goes down with the follow-up with the burst here. Arm onto mid. Kyle TZ falls again. That's two. Onic Philippines in the base of AP Bren right away. And another hook will not connect to Few. Looking for ways to defend this turret down bottom. Minions pushing in. Another hook by Escalera right in mid. Flap tees the first casualty. But still another one looking for it to defend this. Another one! An iron hook from Escalera! And now Supermark wants a way to revenge. Another kill, that's two. Looking for a way to be pulled back. Now Hard Guard looking for a way to defend and surprise. And also recover from those burst damages. AP and Bren will now go back to defend.
Well, can they hold on to this last turret in the base? Looks like they're going to be able to, but what a power play from Onic Philippines right now.
Yeah. King Kong still spamming the hell out of this Fredrin. How can they defend with this kind of lead? How?
It's gonna be difficult. It's very noticeable now that the damage output from CalTZ is not a problem at all for Onic.
Yeah.
With all the Radiant Armors, Dominance Ice also picked up. And then at this point, the Vexana that we're talking about that will struggle from dive because of the Roger as well as the Angela Joy now has the Winter Transient. So Onic Philippines, even their weakest link, I would say, Super Fritz, is no longer weak at all.
Yeah. Well, once again, as we're here in this little stalemate part of the game, I want to remind everyone watching on TikTok, keep an eye for the goodie bag on the top left. And all you guys watching on YouTube, let us know with the hashtag #APBren, hashtag Onic, which team you think is going to win for a chance at 1,000 diamonds. Don't forget when you do the hashtags, guys, on YouTube, that you include your user ID as well as your server ID to top it off. Now, Lord comes here. It's spawned up. AP Bren massively behind in terms of the economy for this game. And look at this already. Onic wants to even just try to cut them off, possibly. Will they let King Kong work on this Lord here? So AP Bren, tough decision. 2 base turrets down. They have to keep someone managing the waves as well as dealing with this possible fight, but they might not even be in
There's a push.
a position
There's a wave
to fight this.
Yeah, they showed. I mean, Onic knows that the Joy is so far. They can burst the Lord now and take it for their own.
Oh, this
AP Bren is trying to contest this. King Kong secures the objective. Now Flap TZ taking the Terrify. Oh, that's a flicker. 3-man penalty zone. Right on to 3 of AP Bren. Now Keller takes the damage. Oh, no, gives out the damage. Now Few being chased down by Kellera. He won't be able to escape this one. That's a double for Kellera. Now King Kong looking for a way to spam out of Super Mario. That's the burst following up from this Vexana Super
look at
Fritz. Look at Eska from the mid. Look at from the mid. There's so much happening right now from the base and from the mid. But Onic Philippines eyeing on
no.
the space, locking
Minions.
on the crystal. And for the first game, Onic Philippines takes this one.
The super family, the super team will draw first blood in the series of streaks, the series of gold standards here, taking one from AP Bren to start off the series. What a game!